Good afternoon, student. In the previous class, we have done exercise 1.4 relation chapter till number 5. Till number 4, 5 I have given you for exercise. I think they have tried not difficult, same only. Today will 6 numbers. The question is 6 number. The question is demonstrate by example that identity relation on an empty set is always reflexive. However, reflexive is not necessarily identity. Just example, they are asking for let any example, let A is with A, B, C, and let it I is a relation on set A such that I has the element A, B, B, C, C. Okay. Now see here for a B, A belongs to A belongs to R. So R is identity also as well as reflexive. So it is identity relation and reflexive also. Okay. Now you take another relation having elements A, B, B, C, C, say A, B also, say B, C also. Okay. See, for every A here, B, B here, so here also for every A belongs to, sorry, A here, for A belongs to A, order pair A belongs to R, but AB also here, BC also here. This condition not suitable for identity relation, but it's okay for reflexive. So therefore, it is reflexive, but not identity relation. See why I would have done. This is A to A will be identity relation only if this follows. A, B, B, C, C. And this is suppose A, B, C, then this. If this is also there, then also it is reflexive. But see, it is not like this, it is not identity. So understood this in example, which explain that identity relations are reflexive, but the converse is not true. Okay. Now question number, I'm not writing the question, but I will give you the hint. Question number 7. Shortcut method, rule method I always write. Define R relation set of R is a relation on the set of natural number. Okay. Same thing is the same. The question is what? And R is defined as order pair x comma y such that x divides y for x comma y belongs to n. Then we are got so that is not an equivalence relation. For being an equivalence relation, it needs to be reflexive, symmetric, and try all the three. So you have to check it whether it is reflexive, whether it is symmetric, transitive, or all the three, or any two, any one like that. So first we check for reflexivity. Check for meaning what? Whether is it reflexive. Okay. You know, any natural number n, for every x belongs to n, x divides x. X divides x. You know, 2 divides 2, 3 divides 3, 1 divides 1. What's the meaning? If x divides y, then xy should be in R. If x divides z, then x belongs to R. Therefore, R is reflexive. Okay. Now let's check for symmetricity. Where is symmetry? Now for symmetry you have to take let x comma y belongs to the relation R where x and y are natural numbers. If on what condition x and y belongs to R? If x divides y, therefore x divides y. Now see, you know 2 divides 4, but 4 is not 4 does not divide 2. It is not always possible. So that's why y does not divide x. Therefore, what the meaning? Yx does not belongs to R. Therefore, R is not symmetric. Next, from here only it is confirmed that R is not an equivalence relation, because for being an equivalence relation, R needs to be reflexive, symmetric, and transitive, all the three. But it's already not on transitive, symmetric, no, so it will not be equivalence relation. But check it for transitivity also. Transitivity, we will check whether it is transitive. We have to take let x comma y belongs to R, y comma z. Y comma z belongs to R where x, y and z are natural numbers. So x divides y and y belongs to R means what? Y divides z. Okay, now see here. X divides y. On what condition x will divide y? If y equal to x into something. X divides y. 3 divides 6 means 3 to the 6. If y divides z, then what? You can write therefore z equal to y into something. Now what is y equal to? X into p. For y what you can write? X into p into q was there. So x into pq. What you have got? Z equal to x into something. If y equal to x into something, then x divides y. If z equal to y into something, then y divides z. If you have got z equal to x into something, then what is the condition here? X divides, I can write here. Therefore, x divides z. Therefore, x, z belongs to R according to the condition given. Therefore, R is transitive. But since it is not symmetric, since it is not symmetric, therefore R is not an equivalence relation. Because for being equivalence, it must be reflexive, symmetric, and transitive, but it is not transitive, that's why. Okay, understood? This is number 7. Okay, I will read this. You can skip 5 seconds. Then go to next number now. Number 8. Very important sum, most important sum for your exam. This is given R is relation on set of integers. See, read the question, we get this only. Define R equal to x comma y such that x minus y is divisible by 5 for x and y are integers. Okay, we need to show that it is equivalence relation. Okay, it is equivalence relation. It is already given that it is equivalence relation. Just need to show. Means you need to show that R is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. Okay, the first we will check for reflexivity. We are going to check whether R is reflexive. Okay. So you know, for every A belongs to Z, A minus A equal to what? 0, which is being divided by any number, any integer except 0. So it is divided by 5 also. Therefore, it is divisible by 5. If x minus y given 5 में xy belongs to R, with a minus a divided by 5, so a belongs to R. Therefore, R is reflexive. Now, symmetricity will take x comma y belongs to R, and x minus y divided by 5, then x minus y is divisible by 5. Now see that if 10 minus 5 is divisible by 5, 5 minus 10 is also divisible by 5, no integral. So if x minus y equals 5, you know we confirm that y minus is also divisible by 5. So what is meaning? Y comma x belongs to R. If xy belongs to R and yx belongs to R, therefore R is symmetric. Now we take it for transitivity. Whether it is transitive or not. For transitivity, what is it? If AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, then we have to show that